count your blessings whenever.
Now, Terra is saved in a way. So Anmas did mention as well that the support for Terra and even their other game Closer. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of MMO News. We finally have a release date on one of the most anticipated RPG games of 2020, and guess what? It's Genshin Impact. See you in the video as we discuss a little more on this beautiful anime RPG, since I haven't yet covered this game on my channel, and as well as the question of the day is for you guys are, what are your thoughts on Genshin Impact? I want you guys to write in the comments. Let's talk about it. So, what is Genshin Impact? This is an anime RPG with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild gameplay mechanics and features. This game is a free-to-play action RPG created by MiHoYo. Now, by looking at the gameplay, you could take note the game is heavily inspired by Breath of the Wild, but sadly, we won't be getting any Breath of the Wild on PC, so this is as close as we're gonna get. Genshin Impact gained some hype a little bit of last year when it was revealed at the digital game expo called China Joy. With the cel-shaded art style, giant robot enemies that shoot laser beams, a stamina meter that governs your sprinting and climbing, and a familiar setting and a brand new story. Many in China were quite mad about the similarities between Genshin Impact and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Something that's quite surprising, but I don't know exactly the reasons behind it all, is the fact is the game was on display at Sony's booth during China Joy, which led to one highly angry and pissed off Zelda fan smashing his PS4 at the expo because he felt it was shameless of Sony to promote a game with so many similarities to another. Other protesters weren't as destructive as the fan, but they expressed the same concerns, including a lot of them actually, of middle fingers aimed directly at the game's display. MiHoYo himself said the game was inspired by Breath of the Wild, as well as GTA, and certain titles from both companies of Bethesda and Naughty Dog. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't feel like the game deserves this much hatred. Because, one, there are a lot of games that are similar to each other, and the game is even inspired by Breath of the Wild. So, picture being mad at a Call of Duty game, right? For being the exact same every single year. If we're being technical, it is. But every version of COD that comes every year is different and it has its own perks that was cemented in history. There's a reason why it's still one of the best first-person shooter games of our decade. That was probably a bad metaphor, but hey, I used it, so let's work with it. Now, the release date for Genshin Impact will be September 28th, and it will be releasing on PS4 and PC and even mobile. Some of the similarities between the two games might hit a little bit too close, but what makes Genshin Impact so different and so much more fun is the fact that it has RPG progressions, multiple different characters that you can switch in and out of combat with. Each character has an elemental base to them, so characters have lightning, fire, water, ice, etc. The enemies are weak to certain elements, of course, so swap out the characters. The game is also a gacha game, so if you play games like Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, or 7 Deadly Sins, where you can summon characters, yeah, you can also do that as well in this game. And guess what? It's a free-to-play game, so you can either spend your money on a game, or you can work hard in the game as a free-to-player and grind it out. It will bring a Breath of the Wild style action to a non-Nintendo platforms when it will launch in September. And that's going to be it for right now, guys. I'm going to try to give you guys more information as the days go on. We still have about a good month before the game releases. So thank you guys for watching this chapter in my series. And if you enjoyed the chapter, please hit the like button. If you want to see daily MMOs and RPG content, definitely hit the subscribe button. And like I said, for the question of the day is comment down, and I want to know what are your thoughts on the game. And until next time, my Outcasts, it's been your boy KSDTV signing out. Peace.
I don't wanna break down, I've been losing faith now. I've been in my mind getting used to the pain now. No one else to blame, did this all on my own. I don't think I'll change, this is all that